The salt in this game is truly something very special. Now you might be wondering, why am I saying that? Well, if you paid a close attention to the official Eve Echoes Discord, and if you paid a close attention on the trade channel, you might have seen that someone out there is buying a kill mail of this Bhaalgorn. Well, why, you might ask? Well, I have no idea, although I'll have to admit a lot of expensive ships did go down in the last couple days, especially in the last week. So, the value of this ship is around 12 to 15 billion, I'd say around 12 billion. And supposedly they are buying that for 60% of the value of the kill mail. So there's the chance to get richer, I guess. All you need to do is you have to shoot down the Bhaalgorn, which is kinda difficult, to be honest. This ship is not dying anytime soon, I hope. So, famous last words, I know. Weekend is approaching, and of course during that time we have a very good fleet traffic around our home system. So things should be spicy and things should be fun. But with that being said, well, it's time to roll out and see what type of targets we get today. Well, this rattlesnake popped out a little bit away from the bubble. Very interesting. Well, they are warping towards 6E. Alright. Well then, time to chase the rattlesnake. I am landing on the gate. We already have a hero tackle at the other end. The Bhaalgorn is slow. The Bhaalgorn is not good at chasing things around, so I am rushing as quickly as I can. Going as quick as the ship allows me to. Let's jump. The rattlesnake has been tackled. I have to get there as quickly as I can. Okay, there is the rattlesnake. They are using large drones. Okay, expected. Let's approach. I need to be within point and web range. Need to help out our interdictor pilot as quickly as I can. Not quite sure how long can they hold the rattlesnake. Okay, rattlesnake webbed and pointed. We'll maintain 21 to 24 kilometer range. That's basically the optimal range. At the moment, I can also improve the optimal range with the different nanocore that I currently don't have equipped. This is not a good position to be in. I'm kinda stuck on the gate, cannot move around, so at one point I'll have to move away a little bit, or orbit around the rattlesnake. Rattlesnake slowly losing shields. I believe the capacitor is also slowly going empty. They have a neutralizer, so they are already depleting their own capacitor. I'm just accelerating the process of that. Rattlesnake a little bit below 50% shield. Now I'm going to orbit. One cycle of the micro orbit should be enough to move me away from the gate. I believe the capacitor on the rattlesnake is about to be depleted. Can happen any moment now. Okay, I'm now doing full damage on the shields on the rattlesnake. They have lost the capacitor. It also looks like they don't have enough capacitor to keep the adaptive shield hardeners running. That's why I did so much damage. That's basically the damage on 0% resistance. Which is weird, the rattlesnake has bonus on shield resistance. And they are now into armor. Excellent work on our interdictor pilots. They are still under the rattlesnake aggro. They are taking all the damage, all the missiles. They are tanking quite well. Impressive tank indeed. The rattlesnake is now into hull. One or two more hits should be enough. There we go. One more hit was enough. That was a nice kill. That was a very nice catch. I was kinda a little bit worried because the warp is kinda long. And of course they did warp first. We all had the timer. We couldn't jump even if we warped on time. But everything went according to plan in the end. Well, that was a nice kill, a good fight to the rattlesnake. They fought until the very end. Alright, well, responding to a SOS alert from one of our pilots. They have been tackled at the other end of the gate, or should I say, they've caught something that is fighting back very efficiently, so I came to help. We have a Tempest, and not just any Tempest, a red one. Very nice. Let's go and approach the Tempest. I have one web activated at the moment. I am going to ram the ship. They are very close to the gate. They have timers, so they will not be able to jump the next 60 or so seconds. Tempest losing shields. I am very close to ram the Tempest. All three webs are now applied. That was a very good ram in the wrong direction. I sent them even closer to the gate. But I believe it doesn't matter. We had enough DPS present on the grid, and they got destroyed very quickly. They also dropped some nice stuff. That's not bad loot. Well, mission accomplished. Our interdictor pilot is safe and the target has been destroyed. Everything went according to plan, without a single issue. Now, should I loot the wreck? Well, actually, let's not loot the wreck. I'm kinda already filled with ISK at the moment. Next target, we have a Apocalypse Striker. Let's quickly go into range. They are 40 kilometers away from me, a little bit over 40 kilometers. I haven't started shooting immediately because I thought that this might be a bait. I'm playing very cautiously the last couple days, especially after I've seen that by order on the official Echoes Discord. I've never seen someone buying a kill mail ever. That's super weird if you ask me. But I guess one day. Actually, can you even buy that? Not quite sure how that would work, honestly. Someone can share that for free, I guess. Or is it classified as a bounty? I have no idea. I'm as confused as you, probably. Apocalypse Striker going down. They are at very low hull and they were destroyed. That was a very nice kill. Looks like it's Battleship Day today. Alright, I'm not complaining. I like to shoot down battleships with the Bhaalgorn. Fun fact, I have more ships I have more kills on the Bhaalgorn in Isk than on the Ortus, because the Bhaalgorn is not good at shooting down anything smaller than a cruiser. By shooting down, I mean locking on the target before the target dies. So yeah, this ship mostly destroyed big targets. Speaking of big targets, next target, Megathron. Another battleship. Well then, let's go and web this one. Oh, they are already webbed, okay. And they are now in armor. They are trying to burn to the gate, but that's a little bit difficult at the moment. Doesn't look like they have a nano core, although I might be wrong. The ship kinda looks like a Vindicator. I believe they have the Serpentis core, which is a good core. It gives you good bonuses on webs and things like that. Overall pretty good. Nice kill. Another battleship has been destroyed. Not a bad Megatron. Yeah, they had the Serpentis core. Interesting. I believe the other faction battleships need to get a blue core, which can be traded and can be obtained easily. Is quite good if you have a lot of options with the cores. Next target. We have a Raven. Let's go approach the target. 5 in local. Okay, it did not spike when I started shooting, so this Raven is most likely not a bait. 1 web applied, the rest of the webs have been applied. You might be wondering, why am I using 1 Predator web and 2 Republic Fleet webs? Well, I kinda misplaced one of my... well, I misplaced 3 or 4 of my Predator webs. I have no idea where they are, so I have to find them. But I guess this current setup will do well without a problem. Raven has been destroyed. That was a nice kill. Surprisingly nice Raven. They also had a nano core. Interesting. Tier 9 battleships with the cores are very good. And I'm still thinking on my future ships. Okay, I have received intel about a Abaddon lurking around. Also heard that they had aggro, so I quickly rushed towards this gate. There is the Abaddon. Now usually when you see an Abaddon you expect to get jumped. The last 15 times that I've seen a Abaddon usually had a fleet right behind them. So let's see what happens. Well, I have the timer now. But oh, well, local did spike a little bit. Okay, this might be a bait. I think it's a bait. Let's find out. I'm close to the gate. In case anything goes wrong, I can simply jump. Of course, after the timer is up. Very interesting. The Abaddon has jumped through the gate. Well, I guess this wasn't a bait after all. Oh well, was still a nice attempt. Would have been a good kill, although Abaddons are very hard to kill. I fly one, and that thing is very tanky. One of the tankiest armor battleships in the game, if not the tankiest. Okay, Myrmidon warping in, right at the Bhaalgorn's doorstep. Right within the optimal range. Excellent. Let's quickly point and web them. That was a big first hit. And they are also red. That means today we are making some good ISK with the targets. Okay, nice. That was a nice kill. This feels like weekend, although it's not weekend just yet. Usually weekend traffic is pretty good. Some of the best ships that I've shot down did arrive on weekend. Next target, we have another myrmidon. Let's go and quickly engage the target. Need to be within the point and web range. Okay, they have been webbed and pointed. This one appears to be a little bit more tanky than the previous one. The previous one got destroyed very quickly. Surprisingly fast, actually. Alright, nice. That was a nice kill. Now, on both of my nanocores, I haven't changed the default look of the ship. I keep the default look to mask the nanocore, that way it's kinda difficult to tell what I am running, and it helps a lot in combat, to be honest. One day, when I complete my goal with the Bhaalgorn, I will show you the nanocore stats. I'm very close to achieving the 999 kills on this ship. Now what do we have here? A Drake that's very far away, and a very oddly named Velator that's very suspicious right now. That's a very interesting name. A very interesting name. Like I said, salt in this game is something different. Haven't seen salt of this level and magnitude in a very long time. I need to quickly go and help my corp mate. That's a very tanky Drake, by the way. Okay, I should be within the point and web range. Excellent. Now the Drake should be destroyed very quickly. That Velator there is very suspicious. It's just lurking at 250 kilometers. Alright, nice. Drake has been destroyed. Now, what is that oddly named Velator doing there? It's shooting at me. Okay, very interesting. That's one brave frigate right there. Yep, it's actually shooting at me. Alright, that's interesting. Very interesting, actually. Not quite sure what's up there. That name is, I don't know, very suspicious. I guess I have to I have to go and blap some pods, I guess. And next target we have a lovely, lovely little Astro that is unfortunately a little bit away from the keyboard, so we had time to... That was a... Did that ship just ram the Astro and the Astro exploded from the ram? That was kind of funny. That was a nice kill, by the way. That Astro was a little bit AFK. They could have cloaked easily. Well then, second faction frigate today. Rammbhaal. This one appears to be running for the gate. Let's quickly focus fire on this one. Okay. They are definitely not going to burn to the gate now. At least not in the Rammbhaal, but with the pod. The pod will definitely jump, but the ship will not jump. Kinda hard to be a pod killer in the Bhaalgorn, honestly. This thing takes a year to lock on anything below a cruiser. Especially pods. I mean, I'm trying, but it's kinda difficult. Kinda hard to pop pods in the Bhaalgorn. I prefer to shoot big ships. We have a tornado too. That's very unlucky today. They have the webs. I'm a little bit outside of the range, so I'm not going to do a lot of damage, but still the tornado was capped from my Nosferatus and neutralizers. Overall, was a pretty solid and a pretty good kill. Alright, well, that was a lovely little run. Oh man, the traffic today was excellent. Absolutely no complaints about the kills, no complaints about the ships that we have shot down today. They were pretty expensive for their price. Except for that rattlesnake. The rattlesnake was kinda on the cheaper side, but still, it's a faction battleship, and I'm not going to complain about a faction battleship kill. Overall, was a very, very good run. Now about the assault, well, it was excellent. I mean, the assault was top tier premium, and one of the finest assault that I've seen in a very long time. Well, with that being said, hope that you enjoyed. As always, stay safe, fly safe, and I'll see you next time.